guys. This is about me as a UX designer. So I have been in the industry for about 3 years. Um, and I'm just gonna share my experience with you guys so that uh, the upcoming videos which I get into, what kind of experience I have been in. So maybe some of the things which I talk about is just because what kind of career graph has been in my whole journey. So I'll just start. Yeah. So I started. So basically, I'm an engineer. So I did my engineering from Acharya Institutes in IT. But I got into designing while I was in second year. Um, so I started with, I feel I've met a lot of designers, and in all the events it's been like people are like same. So basically, in second year I got into poster making, and I was part of this social organization as well, in which I was appointed as the design head. So I used to make a lot of posters, a lot of graphics work. So I used to actually design the magazine of our department as well, and I used to take up photography work as well. And then COVID came, 2020, and I was like, what to do next? I really wanted to earn money. I was like, like from anywhere, if I am able to just put down my skills and I'm getting paid for it, that was my goal. um so I remember applying, and the first internship which I got was in digital marketing. That was not something I wanted to do, but then and it was not even paid, but then I just wanted to just start off like doing industry work. So I was there for about a month, and then I got this internship, which was like paying me 1K. But then at that point of time I was like, I'm getting paid. So I so that's where it all started, 2020, where I did a couple of internships. If you want, you can just check out my LinkedIn, and I've done like internships in very small startups. Yeah, so it all began there, and then my first big internship was at QMath, which lasted like 11 months. I didn't want to leave the company. Maybe the first company thing happened, and I really didn't want to leave there. But then, I had different plans, I had different stuff which I wanted to do. So that internship was about like 11 months. I did a lot of graphic works. So when I started in college, I was using Photoshop, but then in QMath internship, I learned a lot of Illustrator. I got like I got to learn from a lot of people there. Then I got introduced, like while I was interning there, I got introduced to UI UX, and I was like, I want to build a career in this, because it felt like it's more of my calling. So I started to like learn Figma, and I started to learn basically what UI UX is. And in the journey I was like, this will be my first full-time job. I don't know anything, but then I'll just work in this. So yeah, so after that, after interning at QMath, then I interned as a visual design intern in Headout. There I was there about 6 months. So in between of this, I graduated, and then I was actually working on my portfolio. So after which I got into my first company, uh, and it was called fastjobs.io. It was a Book My Show backed company, and it was a startup. And I joined as a UI UX designer there. So as a startup, it's always everything. It's not always one thing that you are doing. It's like it depends on the startup you are in. I was like the second employee. So uh, things were very uh, very fruitful in my case, because I was starting from scratch. I had to learn a lot, thanks to my manager as well, Zinal. She helped a lot for me to grow as a designer, because when you go from like just making case studies or just learning about UI UX to actually implementing it, it's a whole journey. It's like a whole journey which you go through. So that happened when you just use Figma or you just use a tool. Like, first of all, there is much more to using Figma in UX, but then like just using Figma also, you need to use so that you get a speed, which I feel it in my first company. I like when you make case studies, it's fine, it's in your own time, it's in your own space and everything. But then when you actually work for a company and it's like in a regular basis that you have to like work on it, then it's a totally different journey. And like it was very fruitful, very something I used to like learn every day, something new, which was very nice. So I stayed there for about 1.8 years. Eventually things happened. My manager left and I was the the designer who was working there, just the UI UX designer who was working there. And we had like interns working with us, but then I really wanted to work under someone, because that's how, like, that's something which you should look at when you are early on in the career. And yeah, where I was, so the second company I went to was Monster.com, and there also I was there for about 1.5-ish years. And it was also a different experience, because from the first company I worked at were building the product from scratch, and we were doing things from scratch. But then when I came to Monster.com, it was a set thing and we had to work with that. We had a lot of data which was there, which I did not find in my first company, because we were just doing everything from scratch. So that's like a different experience what you get when you are in a company which has a whole thing which is going on, right? Then you have a different experience in a company. Right, in Monster.com it was a different experience for me, because I was coming to a product which was out there in the market. People were using it, and people were using it for more than 10-20 years, right? So I had a lot of things to learn there. Yeah, that was my second company, and like right now I'm in my third, and I've just started here. So yeah, like that's the whole journey I've been through, and it has been a roller coaster, to be honest. 3 years in the industry. This November it will turn 4. But like it has been like a journey. Yeah, so this was my whole career graph in UX. And if you guys have any questions, or if you want me to talk about something else, just let me know. Yeah, thank you.